It's East First West kickoff clash right here from Nusenda Community Stadium. I'm Adam Deal, now being joined by Executive Director, let me see if I get this right, the Executive Director of the APS Education Foundation, Phil Casals. Is that it?
You did way better than I would do, so that's great, yeah.
We appreciate you joining us, and we welcome you into the Crown Jewel pregame show here on ProViewNetworks. We're going to have Sandia taking on Volcano Vista. It's the opening kickoff here in about 12 minutes or so. Phil, glad you could join us. Let's talk about what everyone's talking about. It's Nusenda Stadium, Nusenda Community Stadium, and the names have been thrown out up and down, but we finally got something named. We finally got something here. Talk about how this all came about.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a process. Several years ago, when the stadium was being built, actually, I approached Kenny Barreras of APS Athletics to see if that would, if a naming rights situation might work for athletics and for the district. We went through a lot of different iterations as we went through that, and as we started looking for partners, Nusenda was really very interested in making this happen, and. You know, one thing leads to another. It takes a long time. We needed the help from a lot of folks. The foundation, the APS Foundation Board, the APS School Board, leadership at APS, and especially athletics. Not to mention our friends at Nusenda who made all that happen as well. And so here we are today. It's exciting, and I guess when you say you open a stadium with a bang, we really have, because I thought I needed to hit cover when the lightning started.
Well, yeah, we are lightning delay about a little over an hour here, and we'll have kickoff for you in about 10 minutes or so. But real briefly, I just want to talk about also. I mean, the stadium looks great. We've got a Nusenda in the middle, Nusenda Community Stadium that's just been painted, and all the signs up, and behind the netting of all the field goals, it says Nusenda Community Stadium, and it's just kind of brightened up a slab of concrete that's already been beautiful, but now we've got something here.
It does. I think it sort of gives you that feel when you, especially I noticed that after extra points. You know, you see that when you see that on college football, pro football. That I think it gives
it's a little bit more professional of a stadium.
It gives it that kind of look, you know. And so we see kids kick it through the uprights. They're kicking it to something. So
well, real briefly, as you see another APS athletic season start, it's great. To be a part of something like this is great, though. And what do you see this season? I mean, something that APS has been a partner with ProViewNetworks for a long time now.
I'm really excited about it. I used to be a sports writer for many, many years in this town. And so to see where APS Athletics has come and to see where it still engages kids. You see kids that get really excited about being here, doing something important. And I think what we sometimes forget is they aren't just football players. They're going to class, they're doing well, and academic rigor in this district and every public school district is so much better than it was 10, 20, 30 years ago or back in the ancient days when I went to school in APS. So I'm excited. It's been a great day because I think it's a chance to celebrate a partner. And it's even just as good and even better. It's a chance to celebrate kids, and that's what we want to do.
Appreciate you joining us. When we come back, we'll have someone from Nusenda come on. Lisa Ann Elrod's going to come on here for a little bit and talk about Nusenda Community Stadium. We appreciate it. Thank you. That's Phil Casals, the Executive Director of APS Education Foundation. We'll be back right after this. You're watching pregame coverage right here on ProViewNetworks. Welcome you back. You're watching ProView on U Sports Network. It's kickoff here from newly named Nusenda Community Stadium. And now joining me, see if I can get this one right. It's the Senior Vice President of Strategic Marketing and Development.
It's a mouthful.
Annalise Elrod, we thank you for joining us from Nusenda. And so now that's the big buzz is Nusenda Stadium and all the perks here. And so talk about this whole thing.
Well, we're really excited to kick off the football season here in the newly named Nusenda Community Stadium. Nusenda Credit Union has been partners with APS for 80 years. So we're really excited to really start this new era of Nusenda Community Stadium.
And we were talking with Phil Casals just a second ago, and there's a lot of pretty attributes that come along with this. A lot of signs, and the middle of the field is now painted, and so it's kind of made this big slab of concrete something pretty.
We like to think that our green has kind of spiced things up, Nusenda's green. So.
Okay, so how long has this come into fruition? I mean, you guys have been partners with APS, but when did you guys really say, you know what, we can do this. We can take this cool new stadium and add our name to this and be a bigger partner with APS?
Well, as I mentioned, we're partners for over 80 years. We've always been in conversations with APS regarding programs, and they approached Nusenda Credit Union just about a year ago and just said, hey, we're thinking about this opportunity, and we jumped at the chance.
Excellent. And so you could always find Nusenda Credit Union on Twitter, obviously, at Nusenda, and you could follow them here on ProViewNetworks as well, because we'll be at the stadium covering all the broadcasts. So we appreciate you joining us here on our pregame show, and the best of luck to you.
Thank you for having us. Nusenda Credit Union's excited.
We appreciate it. That's
Annalisa.
Annalisa Elrod. She's going to hurt me after this. When we come back, we're going to have some highlights of last year as Sandia took on Volcano Vista, then kickoff right here, ProViewNetworks. Come on back.